Hey friends, welcome to another video. Brano here. In this video, I want to be talking about the myth people always have in mind when it comes to traveling abroad, and also some of the mistakes that we make while we are actually in the country we wanted to travel to, and how these things are really affecting our productivity, how they are gradually draining the energy away from us because of all these myths we had before traveling abroad. And finally, I'll be talking about how we can do to stop all these things to prevent this depression, anxiety from happening to us when we actually travel abroad. For almost 4 years now, I've been out of my country. I came from Cameroon. I've been to Dubai, and actually now I'm in the United States. The things about to tell you in this video are actually things that I went through personally, and it really drained the energy out of me. And I don't want somebody that is traveling abroad for whatsoever reason to go through the same thing I went through during my early experience when I traveled abroad. If this is your first time coming to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, because my goal is to reach 200 subscribers by the end of June, and also hit that like button because those things are really going to help me hack the YouTube algorithm. Without talking so much, let's jump straight into the video. The first myth a lot of us have while we are traveling abroad is a level land, and once we get there, things will magically become better. I remember when I left school in 2018, one of my goals was to raise money and travel abroad, precisely the United States. I was focusing so hard on raising this money to take this journey so much I was neglecting a lot of things in life, because I thought once I'm able to set my feet into the United States, everything is going to be better, everything is going to be different. But that's not the case. One thing you need to realize is, you traveling from one country to another, it will not make any difference in your life, because you have actually changed your geographical location. You have not changed what you have in your mind. If you don't have any skill that you could actually offer in return for money back in your country where you were living, you will not be able to make any money in the country you travel to abroad, because the advantage of traveling abroad comes in the situation where you have a skill. Maybe you are being paid less with that same skill in your country. Now, once you travel abroad, your value for having this skill will multiply, and they'll even pay sometimes 10 times more than what you make in your home country for having this skill. I don't want you to get me wrong. Abroad has a lot of opportunities. It has a lot of advantages. But if you are not in the right mindset to actually pick these advantages and make use of it, it's going to be a one hell of a place for you. So this is my advice for any person that has plans of traveling abroad. Your life is not going to change financially, because I know a lot of us are traveling abroad to make a financial difference either to ourselves or to our family. But I'm telling you, your life is not going to change financially if you don't do what I want to tell you now. If you want your financial life to change while you travel abroad, the time you have now in your home country, acquire a skill. Even if that skill does not pay you enough money in your home country, I bet you if you have this skill, you have an experience in this skill, once you travel abroad, you'll be able to monetize this skill and make a lot of money. The second mistake I made personally that really affected my life was when I went abroad, I was so obsessed with the habit of making money, and I was so careful with the aspect of spending money, which is a good thing, but I was doing it an extra mile. For instance, the value of most of the currency abroad are way bigger than our values back home, the value of our currencies back home in Africa. Like for instance, when I was in the United Arab Emirates, there were times where when I get paid and I go to the store to buy food, and maybe that food costs like 15 dirhams. Before I buy that food, I would take 15 dirhams and I convert it to my local currency for my country, and it's going to be a lot of money. And I'm like, seriously, I cannot spend this kind of money to eat a single plate of food. And I kept doing this all over and over. I will see something I really want to buy, but once I do that conversion rate to my country's currency, the money is so big, and I feel uncomfortable spending money to even take care of myself, to even buy good clothes, to even buy good shoes, to even pay for hospital bills, because this money I kept seeing it based on my local currency. Please, if you have travel abroad and you are watching this video, you need to stop doing this. see the currency based on the place you are living in. Because one good thing with these Western countries is this: you make a lot of money, but on the other hand, the cost of living here is so high. Something you will spend maybe $5 to get in your home country, abroad you will spend $15 to get same thing in the same quantity. So don't do the comparison, because it's really going to break you down. It's really going to drain you. It's really going to take out the energy in you and cause you to even starve yourself just because you don't want to spend money. Another mistake a lot of people make is taking on too much responsibilities from their family back home when they're actually in these countries abroad. Now, the truth is, people back home will always think you are making this chunk of money abroad. Maybe once you tell them you are making $3,000 per month, they see this money as, they will convert that money to the local currency and they will see a situation where you are making a lot of money. But that's not the case in the country where you are living. Now, I love my family so much, I would do anything for them. But if my family has a situation and it really has no negative impact on them at the moment, and I have some money which I know if I invest this money on myself, it's going to give me more returns in order to help my family in the future, I will neglect whatever problem my family is having and I focus on investing that money in myself so that I could have the opportunity to help them more in the future. Because one thing people feel guilty about is love. You think because you love someone so much, you would sacrifice everything for these people. Now, sometimes you might be doing something to people thinking that you love these people. Yeah, in that moment you are showing them the love, but in the long run, it's going to start hurting them. Because, for instance, if I actually have a business where I need $10,000 to invest in that business, and maybe 5 years from now, I start making some good amount of profit from that business, but it came a situation where I needed to help some family member with that money, and it was not even a problem that has to deal with life and death. It was just an issue that they needed the money to hold it on, and I take that money and I give it to them. Now, I don't have a business, I don't have money. What happens in the future if this person comes to me again seeking for another help? I will still need to work my ass out to raise up another money to help this person. But from the genesis, if I actually invested that money in the business, whatever problem this person is bringing up in the future, I know I have a profit from a business I could actually collect and help the person, and I will have another profit in the subsequent months to come. So the key takeaway here is this: while you are abroad, don't put too much responsibilities on your shoulder. Your sole responsibilities should be on investing in yourself and making your life better. Because if you focus on helping, if you focus on tackling these problems these people are having now, you will fail. Not just yourself, but these people. But if you focus on building yourself, on adding value to yourself, it's a win-win for everyone. At the end of the day, you benefit because you get more value, which you get paid for the value you have. And once you get paid, you have enough to even help these people and still have enough to help yourself. Another mistake a lot of people commonly make is comparison. Now, once we travel abroad, we start comparing with other people, either the people that have been abroad already before we got there, or some people that are back home and they are making some money for themselves. We want to start comparing with these people. And especially once we get abroad, we don't realize the fact that the people that have been here for 10 years, whatever you see them doing now, then took baby steps to get there. They have been doing that for a while. It took them a while to achieve these things. But it's always funny where you come to a place like, especially in the USA, and you have been in a country just for about a year, and you want to drive the same car as a person who have been living here for 15 years. You want to live in the same house as these people. You want to wear the same dresses. You want to be in the same places where these people are going to. Now, if you have a lot of money that you could do all these things and still have enough to take care of yourself, then you are not the kind of person I'm talking about. I'm talking about a situation where you are struggling. You still have like a $15 per hour job or $20 per hour job. But you are trying to compare your life to people who are making $100 an hour. That is only going to make you to work and work and work and never see a result. I believe the only person we should always try to compare to is the person you see once you look into the mirror. If last year you were not having up to $100,000 in your account, your main competition this year is to try to build up your account up to the point where you have $100,000. You are not here to impress anyone. We came here to make either ourselves or the life of our families better. So that's going to be it for this video. Hope you found some knowledge in this video, and if you are abroad and you've actually been through the same thing, let me know in the comment section below. And if you have friends who are actually planning to travel abroad, who just travel, or the ones that just travel abroad, then share this video to them so that they should learn and don't make these mistakes as well. Don't also forget to give a thumbs up to the video, because these things are really going to help me hack the YouTube algorithm. God bless you.